Now look what we have here. This Transit Custom came in with an intermittent lack of power. The car was also remapped. However, what's happening when you reach about 70 miles per hour, the customer is complaining that it's cutting out and then in a few seconds the power resumes. So we've scanned it and we are just about to go in a road test. So do we still have the faults available? So, or the car is clear? No, okay, so it's clear. So what fault do you had related with? Injectors, number 2, 1 and 2. Yeah. Okay, so we're just gonna take it now in a road test. No management light on now, yeah? The van starts and runs fine, yeah? Yeah, absolutely nothing on the idle. The engine runs quite okay. This is quite a common occurrence, but we're just going to have it in a road test to see if we see any different data than the customer said. We really want to experience the problem and see when we going to do so, what faults is going to be triggered. So we're going to get it now in a drive test. Okay, so we are heading on M1 on a road test. So far the van is operating exactly as it should. So it's even what the customer said, up to 70 miles per hour. The van operates fine with no issues. I can definitely feel that it's been remapped. He's very quick on a pickup. But we have to see when he reach that certain load where the customer complained that the van is cutting out. So it's good that we have a clear road today. Yeah, we're reading some data, nothing obvious in there. Fuel pressure seems to be in spec, and also some correction that we managed to read, nothing out of spec. But again, the problem it's only after 70 miles per hour. M1 it's clear today, so we should easily be able to reach that speed. Okay, let's see. We're gonna try to put a bit of pressure on it and see exactly if we can replicate. Okay, I already have the management light came on, the spanner here, and then with the C manual, the yellow light. Yeah. Can you go and scan it? I kind of feel a bit of power loss, so at this moment I won't accelerate anymore. So I didn't felt it misfiring. So cylinder 2. So before we had cylinder 1 and also cylinder 2. Okay, so the light already gone by itself. So see, can you show here? Just film the video. So it's exactly how the customer said. It comes and then goes off by itself. So we're gonna put a bit pressure on it again. Let's see. It's about 2000 RPM, 60 miles per hour. Don't feel any misfire, and now it kind of reached to 80, absolutely fine, no issue. Let's see, we'll try to replicate it again. But early on, it was also the injector from cylinder 1 when we first scan it. Let's see, we take it from low revs, that's when there's a lot of torque on the engine, and usually you should be able to replicate injector issue if that's the case. I don't really feel it powerful. Okay, so the light came back on again quite quick, but anyway I was not feeling it powerful. So the message and also the spanner, I wasn't feeling powerful. Let's see, what is it again? Injector 2? Injector 2. Oh, okay, still checking. Okay, so 1 and 2. Okay, at this moment in time, knowing the issues with those engines, and because we don't have any other faults, I'm pretty I'm confident to advise the customer that we will go for the all 4 injector replacement. So yeah, we try to replicate one more time the fault. Let's see, at the moment I can still feel it running a bit sluggish. Here again the light came on. So can you film the dash? The dash. So the light, again, as the customer said, comes and goes. So C manual together with the yellow spanner, and I felt lack of power. So let's see when you scan it now what faults are present. So it was no misfire, it just lack of power, the way I felt it. Although sometimes. Oh, okay. So not just, so we have four injectors. Yeah, three. Yeah. Obviously, knowing what we know and the past experience, those vans, and because we don't have any other faults, we are confident to advise all four injectors to be replaced. It's quite a common issue. On some of those vans, we even have them with very low mileage where they were still under warranty and the injectors are failed. The good thing is that high pressure fuel pump, they don't usually go on this to make swirl that go in the injector. So I would say 9 out of 10 it's only the injectors, and in this case 4 injectors. This is what we're going to advise the customer. Obviously we will check the fuel, make sure there is no it's not contaminated with anything. We're going to do a new fuel filter anyway when we do such a job, and then we're going to give it another road test. So this is what we have found. We're going to have it back in the workshop, price it up for 4 injectors and a fuel filter, and then we'll see from there. We are now back to the garage. So after the journey, no other faults have came back. So we have been only left with the faults related with the 3 injectors. Again, there are just 3, but we're gonna go for all 4. It's good that no other faults have been triggered, so it's safe for us to advise all 4 injectors to be replaced, the fuel filter, and then obviously to retest the vehicle to see how it's going to perform. So this is where we are now. At this stage we are just finalizing installing the components, as we already replaced the injectors. Those are old injectors. Sometimes what happens, the body of the injector gets seized up and we have to hydraulically remove them. It was not the case. The injectors on this one, they all came one piece. We've already replaced them with the genuine parts. Now, one thing that is left to be done after the replacement of the injector is to write the coding of the injector into the engine ECU. So this particular, each injector has one set of numbers that is unique to the injector, and this is like the operating map that has to be stored in the engine ECU for optimum functionality. Some injectors, they can also work without being coded, but for optimal operation this is a must. So on some vehicles, if this coding is not done, the engine is running very very rough. So now we're going into a hot functions where we're gonna write the injector coding. So here are the old values, cylinder 1, 2, 3 and 4, and we just have to insert the new ones. So this is the string of numbers that has to be written into the engine ECU. So those 7 characters. So all the values have been written, and now we should save them. They should be saved into the engine ECU. Configuration has been completed. At this stage, the procedure of the injector replacement is nearly done. We've done the configuration of the injectors. We're just going to finish installing everything back, and we're going to head in a road test to test, see that the initial fault, it does not return, and the lack of power has gone. Do we have long left here?
No, just
F8. Okay, so shortly we'll be out in a drive test. We are all done now. All the components back in place, airbox, cover, all injectors. Coding has been done, and we are ready now to do a drive test. Starting fine, and yeah, we're just gonna clear the faults. We still have the management lights on. Let's connect to the powertrain. Is it possible that we have faults related with the components that they've been disconnected? That's good. No lights on the dash. We are ready now to go in a drive test, and let's see how this is gonna operate now with the new injector replaced. Okay, so far so good. M1 looks clear today. Hopefully there's not gonna be traffic. The weather is good. We need to drive in 5th and 6th gear because that's when we used to have the lack of power, and the management light came on. So can you check if we have any faults now? Yeah, no faults. That's perfect. Let's have a look ahead. Yeah, it's clear. That's very good. We don't want any traffic because otherwise we can't have the speed that we need to test the car. So let's see. So far seems all right. Managed to get to 70 without any issues. We're gonna give a more extensive road test, and then we're gonna rescan it, and then we'll see how it goes. But so far it seems okay. No power loss, and acceleration it's good. Yeah, we have now about 10 minutes of driving. We went through the gears, put loads, release an accelerator. That was the moment where the van was going in LIMP mode and was generating the management light. That has not happened. Can you check again for faults? But obviously, since we did not have the light on, we don't expect to have any faults. Yeah, that's fine. The test drive is concluded. We are now going back to workshop. We're gonna do a final check on the injectors, make sure that we have no leaks, but I'm happy the way it drives. The fault has not returned, and yeah, this was the fix for the intermittent lack of power. The spanner, yellow spanner coming on, which is not anymore, and the warning message that was also being triggered at the same time with the spanner. So this is a Ford Transit Custom with the 2-liter diesel engine. Again, this situation was about 40 injectors. We only had faults related with 2 of them mainly, but then we replaced all 4 because from experience 1 or 2 goes. The other one, they have pretty much same lifespan, so they would have followed. If we only replaced 2 now, the other 2 they could have lasted for a bit longer, but then eventually would have come to the same problem again, and we would have to have the car in the workshop to replace the other 2. So this is the Ford Transit. Everything is concluded now. We had it more than 40 minutes altogether in a road test. Last time it was quite easy to replicate the fault. Acceleration over 60, nearly 70 miles per hour would have triggered the fault. Now, after we've done the injector, we had a road test. We caught them the injectors also. We had a road test about 40 minutes. We put it throughout the loads, throughout the gears. No fault. So this was the fix on the Ford Transit Custom 2-liter diesel engine. Common problem with injectors failing. Keep close for more videos related with car keys, car repairs, and cars in general.